In compliance with Chapter 231 of the Open Public Meeting Act of the State of New Jersey, adequate notice has been given to all members of the governing body, the local source, and the Westfield Leader, the two newspapers designated to receive such notice. The notice is also posted on the Borough Hall Bulletin Board. Let's stand for an invocation from Councilman Mortimer, please.
Dear Lord, please guide our uniformed responders, our police, our fire department, and our rescue squad. Please guide us so that our deliberations today may benefit all the citizens of Mountainside. Amen.
Amen. I would, before we have the Pledge of Allegiance, have a moment of silence for the people in France and the people who have gone to see the cathedral at Notre Dame over the years. As you know, it was destroyed this past week by fire, so let's have a moment of silence. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, roll call, please, Martha.
Councilwoman Allen?
Here.
Councilman Vierkes?
Here.
Councilman Messler?
Here.
Councilman Mortimer?
Here.
Councilwoman Pater?
Here.
Councilman Turner?
Yeah, here.
Next, we have the approval of the minutes. Let's start with the regular session meeting on March 19th, 2019.
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Poll the council.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Vierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have the approval of the minutes of the work session of the meeting on April 2nd, 2019.
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Vierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Messler?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Pater?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have a couple of proclamations. We're going to start with the first proclamation, which is for Arbor Day. Bob, you want to take that?
Sure. Whereas in 1872, J. Sterling Warren proposed to the Nebraska Board of Agriculture that a special day be set aside for planting of trees, and whereas this holiday called Arbor Day was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska, and whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world, and whereas on April 29, 2019, the Public Works will observe Arbor Day by planting 2 trees. Whereas the Mayor and Council, along with beautiful Mountainside Committee and the Arbor Day Foundation, are working together to bring back the beauty of tree line to the community by applying and being approved for 825 free trees to be handed out to residents of Mountainside. Whereas one of the qualifications for a municipality to be eligible to be designated as a Tree City USA is by having an Arbor Day observance, an Arbor Day Proclamation. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed, the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Mountainside hereby recognize and commend Mountainside Department of Public Works, along with the beautiful Mountainside Committee, for their observance of Arbor Day and toward working together to make Mountainside more beautiful and a more tree-lined municipality and a more attractive place to live and work.
So we have a proclamation. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
All in favor, the proclamation is passed. I think, Bob, also you want to have an announcement about,
Yep. So also, the Mountainside has been designated a Tree City, of one of 3,500 towns in the country that have been nominated for a Tree City. So there's a package of information we'll get out to residents, and along with that, this Saturday we'll be having a free tree day. Like I mentioned, there's 825 trees that the borough has been given out to give to residents. So at Borough Hall, at the Public Works Building over by the First Aid Squad, from 9 to 11, there'll be free trees up to 5 per resident. So if you'd like to stop by and pick one up for your yard, it would be a great thing. So please stop by Saturday.
is there any reservation that to sign up or anything,
No,
Bob?
no.
Just show up and
Just
you
show
get,
up,
and you get 5 trees. Okay, great. Okay, next we have 2 other proclamations, both for the 2 young men who are going to be Eagle Scouts. You know, being an Eagle Scout is a very important, I think, achievement for any young adult. I think that the Boy Scouts is a great organization. and the young gentlemen who are going to be appointed Eagle Scouts rise to the top of that great organization. I think that these Eagle Scouts we hope, will be the next leaders in our community and in the communities across the country, because of the values that are instilled in them as a result of not only being an Eagle Scout, but progressing through all the different levels of the Boy Scouts. So we have two proclamations tonight. I think, and I'm sure one of the leaders will tell me, this is probably the 15th and 16th Scouts Eagle Scouts that I can remember since I've been on council.
14 and 15.
14 and 15, okay.
16 time around the corner.
Okay, I knew that. No, I didn't know that, but I'm very happy, I'm very proud of you guys, so now I'm going to read a proclamation. I'm going to read one time, but I'm going to include both of the two young men who are going to become Eagle Scouts. And maybe they want to stand for us. J.J. Post and Domenico DeLuca, thank you for standing. Whereas Scouting is a movement that challenges, inspires, guides young people towards high achievement and high values as expressed in the Scout oath, law, motto, and slogan. Whereas Eagle is the highest rank in the Boy Scouting and requires a mastery of difficult challenges in diverse areas. Whereas to become an Eagle Scout requires demonstration of good character and community service, qualities that we really need, especially with our political leaders. Whereas J. Post and Domenico DeLuca have demonstrated a special commitment to Boy Scouts and have worked with great diligence to successfully complete the requirements of Eagle Scout. Whereas for J. Post Eagle Scout Community Service Project, he constructed a Gaga pit at Deerfield School. Gaga is a kinder and gentler form of dodgeball. I understand it's very popular. Whereas Jay worked with the members of the Board of Education and the custodial staff at the school, he applied for and received a grant from the Watts Foundation to fund his project. Whereas for his community service project, Domenico DeLuca made improvements and cleaned up the fire department firehouse, whereas Domenico, along with volunteers, family, and friends, built shelvings for neat equipment storage, replaced floor mats in the weight room, repainted lines in the parking bays to assist with safely backing the fire trucks into the firehouse. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside, we hereby do congratulate Jay Post and Domenico DeLuca on their attaining the rank of Eagle Scout. We have a proclamation. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Proclaim.
JD. Rachel.
You guys want to say a few words? Got the camera? Come on, you're going to be on TV. You want to say a few words? Come on, you're our new leaders. Come on, you got to learn to
I
speak.
just want to say thank you for all the help from friends and family. It was a great experience being in Scouts. I very much enjoyed it. I recommend it to a lot of other young men who want to join for all weeks in there. There's a lot to do, a lot to help. I just want to say that to them. It's definitely worth it on the time.
How about you, JJ?
Yeah, I just want to thank those, my family and friends at Deerfield for the 177 and those at St. Peter's Scouts who helped me achieve this. Become a person that allowed me to achieve this.
I also would like to commend the Scout leadership. Without you guys leading these guys along the way, we wouldn't have as many Eagle Scouts as we have, and it sounds like we have another one coming. So that's a fantastic job for all you leaders. I want to commend all of you for that also. Let's give them a hand. Everybody good?
One more.
Okay. Okay, again, congratulations, guys. You know, at this time, we usually let the people in the proclamations lead, but I'm going to hold you for one more segment, because we have a young lady here from the Union County Board of Elections. She's an administrator, Nicole Dorado. She's going to demonstrate the new voting machines that we're going to be using, starting in the primary and then through the general election. So if you want to give her your attention, that'd be great.
And thank you for having me. My name is Nicole Dorado, I'm the administrator at the Union County Board of Elections. For the first time in 20 years, Union County is making a significant investment in its election infrastructure. And I'm very excited to be partnering with Mountainside as one of our municipalities that is going to get the new machine starting in the primary this year. And we will be done countywide by the end of the year, ahead of the 2020 presidential. So just to provide a quick demonstration, so you're not surprised when you walk into the voting booth, and then any questions anybody has, I'd be very happy to answer. So when the voter checks in at their polling place, so you see a poll worker, you'll sign in and you'll get your voting authority slip. You'll take your voting authority slip over to the poll worker that's working with the voting machine. The the poll worker is going to show you the ballot card. The ballot card becomes your voter verified paper audit trail, which has actually been on the books for over a decade, but we just didn't have the technology yet to implement the statute. So this also activates the machine. And in the primary election, based on what your voting authority slip says, the poll worker is going to activate either the Democratic or the Republican ballot for you. And then they're going to step out, and this is the curtain comes down, and you will have your privacy, of course. In bilingual districts, the first thing that will happen is the voter will select their preferred language, English or Spanish, and they'll press the start voting button. And you'll notice that the ballot is very similar to what you've been looking at all these years. It mirrors the sample ballot that will come to your home about a week prior to Election Day. To make your selections, you just touch in the box for the candidate that you wish to vote for, and it will turn green. If you change your mind, press it again, and it unselects that candidate. If you'd like to write in a candidate, you go to the personal choice column that corresponds to the contest you'd like to write in, and a keyboard appears. You type in your selection, press accept, and you'll see that it shows up on the ballot. If you have any public questions, vote on the public question, and in the general election, you'll have the school board also at the bottom of the ballot, excuse me. Now at this point, you're gonna hit print the voter paper audit trail button, and you have one more chance to go back and make a change if you realize perhaps that you forgot to vote for the question or the school board. You can go back, you would return to ballot, but if you're done, print your voter verified paper audit trail. And this is where you double check that the machine properly recorded the votes that you selected. And then at that point, you cast your vote and you're done. So we have new technology married with the comfort of paper. The voter verified paper audit trail can be used for recounts, but now that we have this technology, we are required to participate in a risk limiting audit. The regulations are promulgated by the Department of State. Following the pilot program that we ran in the Westfield general election, we did also participate in the pilot RLA, and it showed that with 99% accuracy, the machine recorded correctly the outcome of the election. So we had a very successful pilot. The audit was done with an eye count, so it was not run through, our tabulators where the same program is used to program the machine and read the scanners, so it was done by an eye count. But I'd be happy to answer any questions. Upcoming demos, we are back at the library on May 16th from 3 to 7:30, and we are going to be at the Loop and at Trailside this weekend for Earth Day, so please feel free to come see us. Robinson's outside for another 15 minutes, and I'd be happy to answer any additional questions.
Once you review the paper and you see that you made a mistake, or you simply changed your mind, you do have an opportunity at that point to tell the poll worker,
Yes.
call them over.
Yes, so what would happen is you would decide to quit. Instead of cast your vote, you would quit. The machine will go bing, 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 and it signals the poll worker to come in and assist you. The voting session is completely canceled. Your paper trail is ejected from the machine. It's put in a spoiled ballot envelope. The public count does not advance. In no way did any vote that you put on the machine count in any way. So the statute says that voters are entitled to up to 3 times to cast their vote, which you can do with a vote by mail ballot or a provisional ballot. If you hand in the mistake, you can get a new one. But the technology on the voting machines never allowed for that before. So now we do have the technology to allow for that.
Okay.
Come on, our young leaders, you got no questions?
They're not old enough to vote.
I have a question.
Yes.
New York ran into all kinds of problems with people waiting in line, holding the paper, and when they came into the machines, the paper all jammed in the machines.
Admittedly, that happened in Westfield as well. We were trained to hand the ballot card to the voter at the same time they were provided their voting authority slip. And then what we saw nationwide this last election was long lines. So the voters were standing in line, they were crinkling their papers, they were giving it to their kids to play with. It was getting wet against their raincoats or their umbrellas, and it was jamming. So that is one of the processes that we changed, one of our lessons learned from conducting the pilot, that the voter's not touching the card. The voter, of course, can see the card. There's nothing on the card. It's a blank sheet of paper until you cast your votes. And, that's one of the important things that we train the poll workers on. Make sure you show it to the voter, and the poll worker puts it in and activates the machine, just like they've always done. It's just where the activation used to take place here, it's now taking place on the screen. So, lessons learned, and we've improved the process.
Okay, if there's no other questions, thank you very much for the demonstration.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now you have everyone that wants to, you can all stick around if you'd like, but if you want to leave, that's fine too. Have ordinance 1274-2019. Keith, you want to take that, please?
Sure, I could try to figure this out. Ordinance 1274-2019 is an ordinance that establishes a cap bank. Any municipality under this local government cap law, in the preparation of their annual budget, shall limit any increase in that final budget to 2.5%. However, unless we do an ordinance to increase it to 3.5% over the previous year's final appropriations, and that 3.5% by ordinance is not appropriated as part of the final budget. And this year, we have $92,497.10 that will not be appropriated as in this year's final budget, and it shall be retained in this cap bank, as I understand it, Jill, correctly, that can go towards final appropriations of the upcoming next 2 years' budgets. So that's the purpose of establishing this cap bank. I hope I explained that correctly.
And then we have our auditor here, and we also have Jill, our CFO. You want to add anything by way of explanation, or?
Okay.
Okay, so this is the second reading on this ordinance, so there is a public hearing portion, so we're going to open it up to the public. Anyone that wants to make a comment on this particular ordinance can come forward and do it at this time.
Seeing no public participation, I move that section be closed.
Okay, so we need a motion on the second reading of ordinance 1274-2019. Keith?
So moved.
And now we have a second.
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Beard?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Peter?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have the 2019 municipal budget hearing. Before we actually have the hearing, I just wanted to comment on the budget. The overall increase for the average assessed home in Mountainside this year will be $18.09. The areas in which the budget increase was the operating budget by $13,500. The DPW, specifically the recycling contract, has increased by $80,000. We've appropriated monies to pay or to start to pay for the tax reevaluation. That's $40,000. We can spread that out over the next 5 years, which is what we're doing. The Rahway Valley Sewer Authority assessment is going up by $50,000. The legal and 2018 emergency appropriation, which is also included in this figure, that is $675,000. We have contribution to the pension for public employees is $18,845. We also have the increase, the contribution to the pension for police, which is $41,720. We have Social Security increases of $6,000. Other salaries went up $71,500. We also we had certain decreases in the budget. We had the police salary and wages went down $171,400. Our capital for equipment and reallocation decreased by $292,815. Our snow budget went down $47,000. Tax appeals was down $28,000. And the insurance and health waiver and other insurance went down $10,000. So the actual operating budget increased by $447,350. We take into account surplus, capital surplus, and cable TV franchise fees, which actually hurt us by $800.38. There was the increase in anticipated revenues was $298,161.63. So the actual increase for 2019 in the budget is $149,188.37, which results in there was also included in that was a $60,000 increase in the library budget. That's by statute. So the total increase, like I said, per household on the average assessed house is $18.09. So at this time, I'll open up the budget hearing to the public. Anyone that wants to make any comments about the budget can come forth at this time and ask questions or make comments.
And Mr. Mayor, the average assessed home in the borough right now is $163,388. So if you look at your tax bill and you see that your assessed value is less than $163,000, it would be less than the $18.09. As well as if it's higher than $163,000, it would be more than the $18.09.
Any public comment? Keith?
Seeing no public participation, I move the section be closed.
All in favor of closing the public section, say aye.
Aye.
So closed. Okay, so I guess the next thing is we need to vote on resolution, let me see where we're at, 45-2019. Renee, you want to make a motion on that?
Yes, this is a motion that the,
What I miss now? Oh, excuse me. I'm glad we have everyone watching me today. We have, I'm sorry, let's start with Resolution 44-2019. Glenn, you're going to take that.
Yes. This resolution certifies that the mayor and council have complied with NJSA 40A:4-5 as amended by PL 2017 C-183 by certifying that the local unit's hiring practice complied with the United States guidance on the consideration of arrest and conviction records in employment decisions under Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. We have complied with that. The enforcement guidance and hereby directs the clerk to cause it to be maintained and available for inspection. A certified copy of this resolution and the required affidavit to show evidence of said compliance. So moved.
We have a motion for that resolution. We have a second.
Second.
Okay, poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Cater?
Yes.
Councilman Sherrill?
Yes.
Okay, now we have Resolution 45-2019. Renee?
A resolution 45-2019 is that the budget of $8,924,481.32 for municipal purposes is authorized by the mayor and council of Mountainside.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Cater?
Yes.
Councilman Sherrill?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 46-2019. Deanna?
I'd like to read the whole resolution, please. Whereas Memorial Day symbolizes and is a time for Americans to take a clear look at both our past and our future. One day each year when we acknowledge the debt we owe to those men and women who have given their all in service to their country. And whereas the Borough of Mountainside is proud to take part in our 8th annual Memorial Day Parade to be held on Monday, May 27th, 2019. And whereas we can show our appreciation for our veterans and those brave individuals who have sacrificed their lives for our freedom and liberty. And whereas the governing body of the Borough of Mountainside wishes to support this event. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the governing body of the Borough of Mountainside that $500 shall be donated in order to support the Memorial Day celebration.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Cater?
Yes.
Councilman Sherrill?
Yes.
Okay, next we have Resolution 47-2019.
Yes, Mayor, this is a resolution to approve 2 gift checks, one for the valedictorian for the amount of $300 and one for the salutatorian for $200. So this is something we've done every year, and it'll be given out at the graduation from Deerfield. So moved.
Second.
We have a motion. We have a motion for this resolution and a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Cater?
Yes.
Councilman Sherrill?
Yes.
Next, we have the Resolution 48-2019. Rachel?
Yes, this is for the Mountainside PTO. It traditionally sponsors a party at the Mountainside Pool for the students who are graduating from the 8th grade. The Mountainside PTO has requested that the $400 fee, which would otherwise be charged in order to defray the expenses associated with keeping with the pool open for the party, and the governing body has in the past waived this fee in order to enable the organization to use those funds towards other expenses. The mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside that the pool fee of $400, which would be payable by the Mountainside PTO for the use of the pool to hold their pool party, be and the same is hereby waived.
Second.
We have a motion. We have a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Dierkes?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Cater?
Yes.
Councilman Sherrill?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 49-2019. Keith?
Resolution 49-2019 is the appointment of the summer 2019 playground staff. Jessica Parada is coming back to be the supervisor at a salary of $3,287.34. Gavin Jakasitz as an assistant supervisor. Manuel Mello as an assistant supervisor. Madison Phillips as an assistant supervisor. And Melissa Mirabelli as an assistant supervisor, all with salaries of $2,257.67. So moved.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Lucas?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Payer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Okay, next we have Resolution 50-2019. Bob?
Yes, this is a resolution of awarding the paving of various streets in Mountainside. There were 6 bidders who took the bid list, and Denbar Construction of Kenilworth, New Jersey is the lowest bidder for $316,630. They will be paving improvements on 3 streets, Endor Lane, Upper New Providence Road, and Tanglewood Lane. Also, there will be some alternate work, which is consisting of cleaning and grouting sanitary stores on different streets, and another alternate that will be installation of sanitary store point repairs on New Providence Road. Part of this, the costs will be paid for by Elizabethtown Gas. Elizabethtown Gas put in new gas lines on these streets, so for the Endor and Tanglewood Lane, Elizabethtown Gas will pay 43.4% for the milling and repaving, and for Endor Lane, they'll be paying 50%, or sorry, Tangor Lane, they'll be paying 50% for the milling and paving. So out of that money, about half of it will be coming back to the borough from Elizabethtown Gas from the work that they did in that street, and they're paying to have it repaved. So moved.
We have a motion, we have a
Second.
second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Lucas?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Payer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 51-2019. Renee?
Yes, this is a resolution to refund some home improvement permits that were not, for work that was not done by the homeowner in the amount of $2,017, and that is for the homeowner at 1506 Wood Acres Drive.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Lucas?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Payer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 52-2019. Rachel?
Yes, this resolution is for the purchase of goods or services under a cooperative purchasing program, whereas the Borough of Mountainside Police Department has established a regular schedule for updating its police vehicles, and that schedule requires 2 1/3 new cars each year by utilizing the Educational Service Commission of New Jersey. Their cooperative pricing system, the borough can receive competitive pricing on a timely basis without the expense and time involved in undertaking independent competitive bidding. So the Borough of Mountainside intends to enter into purchase contract with Buyer Ford of Morristown pursuant to the ESCNJ Cooperative Pricing Agreement under contract for the acquisition of a police vehicle, and the cost for one of the 2019 Police Inceptor SUV under contract is $34,326, and the borough's financial officer has certified that the funds are available for this purchase. Therefore, be it resolved by the governing body of the Borough of Mountainside that the purchase of one Police Interceptor SUV under these terms and provisions in the cooperative pricing agreement is hereby approved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Lucas?
Yes.
Councilman Nestor?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Payer?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes, and we're not going to be adding to the fleet, we're just replacing one vehicle.
Okay, next we have Resolution 53-2019. Deanna?
This resolution is for our Chief Financial Officer, Jill Good, to be hereby authorized to accept bids for a $5,214,921.00 bond anticipation note. Excuse me.
And I understand the rate is 1.97, is that right? Okay. All right, so we have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Yurgis?
Yes.
Councilman Mesa?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fader?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 54-2019. Bob?
Yes, this resolution is for various carpeting and flooring to be replaced in the building. Most of it's over 25 years old. So we're using the Morris County Educational Service Commission Cooperative Pricing System, which is an organization we belong to, and the borough can receive competitive pricing on a timely basis without the expense and time involved with undertaking independent competitive bidding. And whereas the Borough of Mountainside intends to enter into a purchase agreement with Direct Flooring, Flemington, New Jersey, pursuant to 65 MCES CCPS for the acquisition of commercial flooring, whereas the cost of the replacement of the carpeting and the flooring under contract number 65 MCES CCPS will be $39,868. And the funds are available according to the Chief Financial Officer, so moved.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Yurgis?
Yes.
Councilman Mesa?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fader?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 55-2019. Glenn?
The Borough of Mountainside plans to install new recording, sound, and video systems in the municipal court, and by utilizing the Morris County Educational Service Commission Cooperative Pricing System, the borough can receive competitive pricing on a timely basis without the expense and time involved in undertaking independent competitive bidding. The total cost for this project under Contract 65 MCES CCPS will be $29,292, and the borough's chief financial officer has certified that the funds are available.
Okay, we got a motion and a second. Poll the
Second.
council. Oh, I'm sorry, we have a second? Thank you. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Yurgis?
Yes.
Councilman Mesa?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilman Fader?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
We do have one add-on tonight. It's Resolution 56-2019. Keith, you want to?
Sure. 56, 2019 is a resolution to award the community pool snack bar contract for the 2019 season. Ads were placed in the paper. 3 proposals were received by our Recreation Director, Frank Masella. He recommends the award go to Darby Road Public House in the sum of $11,000. It's to be paid June 1st of 2019, 50% for $5,500. July 1st, 2019, 50% for a total of $11,000. Also due by June 1st is a $500 security deposit for the equipment that the borough owns, a $300 refundable cleaning fee in case they don't clean up after the season and we have to, and a $5,500 performance security bond also has to be put up by June 1st, 2019. For those of you that this name may sound familiar with, is Darby Road is the bar that's in Scotch Plains. Frank reviewed the menu. It's the similar items that are on the menu, minus the alcohol, of course, right? No alcohol, are going to be served at the community pool this year. So I make that motion.
I'll second that.
Motion, we have a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilwoman Andre?
She said yeah.
Councilman Yurgis?
Yes.
Councilman Mesa?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fader?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Next, we have bills and claims. Glenn?
We do. Be it resolved by the mayor and council of the Borough of Mountainside that the following bills of the persons named and for the amounts stated below have been duly audited and found to be correct this 23rd day of April 2019. The same be paid after council's review if and when funds are available, and that the mayor, council president, administrator, and treasurer are hereby authorized and directed to sign and deliver warrants for same. Total $209,433.53. So moved.
Okay, we have a motion to pay the bills. We have a second. Poll the council, please.
Councilwoman Andre?
Yes.
Councilman Yurgis?
Yes.
Councilman Mesa?
Yes.
Councilman Mortimer?
Yes.
Councilwoman Fader?
Yes.
Councilman Turner?
Yes.
Okay, next we have council comments.
I have a few, Mayor. What's going on at the library these days? I'd just like to report that program attendance this year is up to 706 versus 561 last year for the month of March. Circulation has increased by about 400 for March, for year to year, and for the year to date, about 900 over last year. The number of museum passes being taken out in March was the same as this past February at 3 checkouts. And they have an event coming up, the April 30th screening of the movie Black Klansman at 6 p.m. Thank you.
Anyone else?
I do. The Mountainside Restoration Committee will hold its annual geranium and spring plant sale. This will be held at the Hetfield House. It's being held Thursday through Sunday, May 2 through 5, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's while supplies last. The committee is also looking for volunteers, so please reach out to the Mountainside Restoration Committee if you're interested. Moving on to seniors, I just want to take a moment to thank all the snow buddies who volunteered this winter to help our seniors and those in need shovel sidewalks and driveways. This was the first year we had this program, and I think it was a great success. We'll be looking for volunteers again this winter, so again, thank you to all of our volunteers. And finally, for our seniors, the next Connecting Generations event will be held May 31st from 3:30 to 5:30 in the community room, and the topic is Painting a Picture. Questions can be directed to our senior coordinator, Kim Moriak, and there's more information on the borough website. Thank you.
Any other council comments?
Don't forget, free trees Saturday, 9 to 11. This is our first time in the program, so I hope a lot of residents show up and take advantage of it, and we can continue to do the program. So don't forget, 9 to 11, free trees.
Anyone else? I have two comments. We're going to bring back a favorite program of mine, beginning yoga with the mayor. We're going to have a 5-week session. It's going to be held on Wednesdays, starting May 15th, running through June 19th. There'll be no class on May 22nd. The time is 7 o'clock. The location is the community room. There's no fee for the program, so anyone that's interested, just, I believe you do have to sign up through the rec department and just show up and have yoga with the mayor.
It's worth it to just come and see the mayor in his yoga attire.
Not really. There is one other comment that I would like to make. I noticed that there was an article in the Patch. I believe it actually was in yesterday's Patch about how Senate President Sweeney has introduced a bill to consolidate some of the K through 8 districts, and the study that he's put out there has targeted Mountainside as one of the school districts that they're looking to eliminate under the plan. I, as the mayor, am not in favor of that. We have a great K through 8 program. We like the local control that we have over the program. You know, Trenton's plan, you know, to decide down in Trenton where our kids, you know, go to school is just a dangerous plan, and I do not believe that it will actually reduce cost. I think it threatens, you know, the quality of our education system here. You know, these consolidation programs work for the town that has the higher taxes. So they want to take Mountainside, who runs efficiently and has low taxes, to help out a town that has higher taxes. I don't think that's the right recipe. We can't allow Trenton to be permitted to take away our neighborhood schools. Many parents move to Mountainside based upon the strength of our schools, and I don't think that we should let Trenton decide where our kids go to school. You know, Trenton's got to respect the choices of people that came to Mountainside for education and keep their hands off the local schools. So I certainly would not support any type of legislation that would eliminate the Mountainside K through 8 district. in the future.
And we've already been part of a regionalized school system that over 20 years ago, Mountainside spearheaded the dissolution of, because we were paying an unfair portion of our taxes compared to the other municipalities. So this is like, I hate to take a line from somebody, it's deja vu all over again.
Okay, so now, any more council comments? Okay, we have any comments from the public? Gary, come on forward. Starting to walk like me, Gary.
Gary White, Old Tote Road. I just wanted to give you an update on something that I advocate for the last 18 years, which is a disease, fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva, FOP. Today, 13 years ago, the researchers at UPenn found the gene in the body that causes the disease. And now there are 15 facilities worldwide doing tests for a treatment for FOP. It's unheard of. It really is unheard of. 4 facilities, I believe, are in clinical trials. One of them in phase 3. So the potential for some kind of treatment, and it varies child to child, but it's out there. In 2015, I petitioned all our 40 senators and 80 assembly members to try to do something for April 23rd. And it took 2 years to get that done, but a combination of 35 senators and assembly members introduced a bill, which I sent to Philadelphia, to UPenn, to tweak the wording. And then for 2 years, it worked its way through the legislative system. And I went down to Trenton and spoke and testified before the Assembly Health Committee and the Senate Health Committee. And then both bills passed from those committees and went to the floors for vote. And on January 15th, 2018, Governor Christie signed the bill, which was SJR 98 and AJR 147, which permanently recognizes and designates April 23rd as FOP Awareness Day in the state of New Jersey. So I was very proud of that initiative. But one of the things I wanted to tell you also tonight is about the FOP Awareness Initiative that my son Eric and I started in 2002. And that's when we wrote to all 566 mayors. And we told them about FOP and asked if they would adopt a proclamation or a resolution supporting awareness and research for this disease. Over time, 4 towns had changed name. So our goal went from 566 to 570. As of this date and time, and I'm so happy about this, but 564 mayors have produced a proclamation or a resolution. 6 remain. I've been at a standstill on these 6 for the last 3 years. So last month, I put my GPS on and I decided to revisit each one of these town meetings. First one was East Greenwich in Gloucester County, and they just passed a proclamation. The next one was Logan Township in Gloucester County, and they just did one on April 16th. The last one in Gloucester County was the borough of Winona. They're doing one this Thursday night. Then I headed to Morris County, where they weren't too receptive and they're still pondering how they could help, but I'll have my day there. The next was Mercer County, and Mercer invited me down May 7th to accept their resolution. One left, which I'm going to visit next week. It's in Sussex County. Very resistant to support. Spoke personally to the mayor, but I'll give him a second chance to reconsider his opinion. But so that's where we stand. I'm really happy. I mean, with the 4 that come in, it leaves us just the 2. Harding Township and in Morris County and the one. So I want to thank, because this all started in Union County, it started here in Mountainside, and I want to thank you again for your support over the years. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gary. We're going to have exec. I need the exec.
I don't know.
You are going to have exec. Yes? No?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No?
Oh, okay. All right, so any more comment? No? Motion to adjourn? Anyone want to adjourn? We don't want to stay
I do.
forever?
So moved.
Yes, so
Got a
moved.
second?
Second.
Okay, adjourn.
Something technical.